Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk Life with Leticia Latrice. We're here at radiophoenix.org, where the Valley comes to talk, sing, and connect. And today I have a wonderful guest in the building. I have Mr. Student Minister Khallil Muhammad. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. How are you doing today?
I feel awesome. Glad to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you. Mr. Student Minister Khallil, he is a physical trainer, and he has a wonderful program that he's created called Body Beautiful, which we're going to get into later in the show. That was actually a wonderful song that you guys just heard by Fertile Ground called Black Is. Thank you for that special request, Brother Khallil.
My pleasure.
So today we're going to sip a little tea. And the tea that we have today is breaking news. There was a U-Haul truck that just ran into 11 people, killed 8 people in New York City close to the World Trade Center. It's like, how many more of these terroristic events do we have to have? Because they're coming every week now, every month, every week.
Yeah, clearly a sign of the times, you know, as this world closes out in preparation for a new world that's coming in. It's only going to get a lot worse before it gets better, because people are desperate. People are clearly, as the scripture says, losing their mind. It's unfortunate, and unfortunate that innocent people have to lose their lives, but it's written.
That was deep. And that's true, unfortunately, I feel like we are in the last days and people are just losing it, going postal left and right. So how do you think a person can stay grounded or sane in these dark times that we're experiencing?
They have to really search within. They have to seek refuge in the higher power. That's where you're going to find your peace. They literally have to do as Jesus said, be in the world, but not of the world. In that regard, you're going to take charge of this, where he said is your temple, or church, or mosque. This is it, not the mortar and the brick. Taking charge of this means the discipline, that we're going to talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
It means eating right, because if you eat right, you're going to think right. And if you're exercising, you're circulating the blood in your body, follow me? And you're going to become more in tune, more at peace with yourself. And so you find yourself in the right places at the right time instead of the wrong places at the wrong time. And you're going to find yourself as a beacon of light and perhaps hope for people who find themselves in a hopeless situation.
That was very powerful. Thank you so much for sharing. And so I really just want to take a little time to let the audience know like who you are, your background as a physical trainer. I know you've trained a couple stars and things of that nature. So just let us know about your experience and like your physical fitness background.
Okay.
You're looking swole over there too, Berkeley.
I think I first should have said to the brothers and sisters and others, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be unto you. And to also make it real clear, I'm a student of the Honorable Minister Farrakhan Muhammad, and I'm here. I'm under the direction of his local representative, who is Student Minister Charles Muhammad. And I want to say that for the record. I assist Student Minister Charles here. My fitness program, Body Beautiful, I run that myself.
Right.
But I just wanted to make everything real clear.
Sure, that's who you are as a person, so I
Yeah.
Thank you.
My background goes back when I was a teenager, and I started martial arts training, and I studied Bruce Lee. I am certified in the method that Bruce Lee taught, Jeet Kune Do. And Bruce discovered when he got to America that martial arts was something that strengthened you, but not necessarily conditioned your body. And to be able to fight at length, your body needs to be conditioned. So we all know Bruce Lee, and we see his body. He's a well-conditioned man. So Bruce began to study and to exercise, and when I began studying martial arts, he became my image and my idol. First it was Muhammad Ali, and I love Ali. As Ali got older and he stopped exercising, stopped training. But see, martial arts deal more with your soul, more with your spirit. It's not a sport, it's an art. So it actually deals with the delicacy of the human spirit, which brings you under discipline and control. Boxing itself is a sport. You have to have discipline, and you have to be in condition, but it's only as long as you're going for a match, most fights. But so I began to train, and that put my body in condition, and I fought professionally in Detroit, Michigan, and Canada, and Toronto, and Warren, Michigan, different places. And when I moved to Atlanta, I was fortunate. I met Samuel Jackson's wife, actually. Tanya Richardson, if I'm saying her name right. And she put me in contact with the great legendary Billy Blanks, Tybo, his brother, Michael Blanks.
Okay.
He was the baby. He was 19. His mother had 19 babies. And I met Michael, and Michael told me, come on out there. Him and his sister just opened up a school, and meanwhile, there was another associate of mine who was headed out west, and he told me, before I come, go down to Alabama and train Ruben Studdard. So I went to Alabama, there's Birmingham, yeah. And I trained Ruben Studdard. And,
is that how Ruben lost all that weight? That man was a changed man.
Yeah, that's how he lost that weight. I'm taking credit.
Take
for
the
that.
credit.
Yeah, that's how he lost it.
He looks so good.
Yes.
Man, I was wondering what happened.
And
I guess it was you.
That's exactly right. You know, body beautiful. And I got to Los Angeles and began training Mary and gospel award-winning, I guess would be Grammys again.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Their husband, Warren Campbell, who's a Grammy music producer, and he a music producer for 50 Cents. Yeah, I mean, a number of people. The Marleys, a number of people. And it continued to flow. That was kind of how I began doing what you call celebrity training.
Right.
In the city of Detroit, I had started, it actually started in California, a children's program. It was an anti-drug gang violence program where I began to teach the children against the ills of drugs, gangs, and violence, and to give them exercise.
That's awesome. What's the name of that program?
It was Karate Kids and Parents.
Oh, I thought that was going to be Need for Discipline. But
against drugs. There is a need for discipline, and that all falls in line. You find everything is looped into the other, and it all goes together.
Sure, and it all started from something, right?
Absolutely.
A vision that you had, concerning. It sounds like you're really focused on not just the physical, but how your mental and your physical work together.
That's correct.
And so, kind of just elaborate a little more on that.
Well, you see, there's a lot of forces at work designed to control your temple. So in order to have discipline in a world that is undisciplined, then you're going to have to take the reins of control of yourself. These are the teachings of Jesus, self-mastery. Self-mastery. So all of the religious leaders, many of them are overweight, many of them don't teach health and fitness. And fitness as a word is something that's on the physical part, dealing with cosmetics. But what we're talking about is the control of your essence, which is your spirit, your mind. That's where the root, the seat of your power is at, in controlling your mind. That means you control what you eat, so you control what you think, you control your body, you make your body do what you want it to do. This is the way you take control of your life on another level, a whole entire another level. So discipline itself becomes essential.
Wow.
Without discipline, you have nothing.
Ooh, that was deep. And on that note, we're going to tune out to our next segment. So, thank you so much for all this great wisdom that you're sharing with us. This is the health segment of the Let's Talk Life with Leticia Latrice show, and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, welcome back to this segment of Let's Talk Life with Leticia Latrice. We're back here with student minister Khallil Muhammad, who is the owner of his program, Body Beautiful, which is a fitness physical training program that he created. So we were kind of talking about it before the break, and I just really love how you incorporate the mental aspect with the physical aspect. And so, how does that fit into the fitness program? We were kind of talking about that.
Well, there can be no real development of the physicality without the mentality to develop the physicality. And for most people, it's about the physicality, the cosmetic, a bigger chest, bigger arms, bigger legs,
bigger butt.
That's what they say.
That's what they want.
I've been approaching. That's what they say they want. However, the reality of that is that's on the outside. You know what they say? Well, beauty's only skin deep, and it's in the eye of the beholder. Well, the real beauty is on the inside, so your spirit. So what we're talking about now is our internal organs. See, fitness itself is like a thing. So most people want to know, how are you able to stay motivated? So you're not able to stay motivated because it's yet something you do, as opposed to becoming who you are. Once it becomes who you are, there's no longer something that you do. It's who you are. And then there's not a question if you're going to do it.
Right.
You take care of yourself in the morning, you wash your face, you clean yourself. It's the same thing. You have to take care of yourself, not because, we want to look good, and you want to feel good. But how is your kidney? How's your liver? How's your spleen? How's your intestines? Because usually when we get ready to check out, it is because of the malfunction of those items, organs in our body, which is a result of eating the wrong food, not having discipline, because I want that fried chicken, or I want those sugar, fries, chili, all these items, which if we ate them in moderation, it'd be okay. But who does that? We overindulge. America is the most unhealthy country in the world, yet the most powerful, but the most unhealthy. So as a sweep overcame the world for health, as the merchants of death was overcoming the world with all of the various restaurants, right, where we go eat these items that is no good. Many of them have brought in vegetarian this and salad that and smoothie this, but they kept the crap still. Then the almighty wise God brought in what they call fitness, when really it is holistic of what you're supposed to be doing. It's not fitness as such, because fitness is a thing. Holistic would be who you are. And what you're doing is preventing illness, malfunction, disorder, and dis-ease from taking over your body by doing and taking precautionary measures, preventive measures, as opposed to waiting and violating your body, abusing your body, misusing your body, to the point that now the only chance that you have of survival is now there has to be intervention. Intervention is not pretty, because now you got to take medication and drugs, high blood, sugar diabetes, losing a toe, losing a foot, losing a leg, overweight. Men got man boobs, like you need a Brazil or something. Big old belly, like you 8 months, 9 months pregnant. Hey, fix it. When all of this can make you, and it does make you, sick beyond measure. When if we did preventive measures, here's the problem. Preventive measures means that now the medical industry would suffer. We would need a CVS, a drug store, a legal drug store on every corner. Like it used to be a liquor store on every corner. Now everybody needs medication from CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and you run in there to get your medication because you're sick. Your body is sick because you're mentally sick, meaning you don't have the control you're supposed to have of your body, of your mind, of your spirit, but somebody else is sitting at your dome, your king dome is under the rule of somebody else, and you're not in control of that. So what I'm offering with Body Beautiful, yes, it's to beautify your body on the outside. Absolutely. But the outside is supposed to reflect the inside. You understand? That means if I'm looking good on the outside, that's because of what I'm doing and what I'm putting in my body on the inside. You follow me? Now, if you're doing that, then you're more at peace, O soul that is at rest. Be at one and be at peace. Then the Most High can transmit to you the messages from on high. And you can be that example that your children need. So when children see me, younger men, younger women, particularly young men, man, I want to be like you. Man, how old are you? How you get your body like that? Wow. Well, I'm being that example, and it makes me feel good to know I've done something right. How do you do that? First, you need to stop smoking.
Oh!
You need to stop drinking. Well, I can't stop drinking. Well, slow it down. You do what you want to do, or you do what somebody else got you doing. You need to stop overindulging in the things that is destroying your temple and making you unfit for yourself, for your wife. You got the big old gut, you can't hardly get to it, you know. You know what I'm talking about.
Problem.
You know what I'm talking about.
Your belly shouldn't be bigger than mine. You shouldn't look like you're 8, 9 months pregnant.
Not at all.
You shouldn't have man boobs. I'm just saying. I'm not hating.
Not at all.
I'm just saying.
In Africa, what's known as Kemet, we had from boyhood to manhood training, which we're offering at the 10,000 Fearless Center, which is where the training takes place.
Yeah.
4643 South 32nd Street.
All right. I love it.
In Phoenix, Arizona, right off of Broadway Road.
What days are you guys there?
That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. However, the center is open every day.
Right.
10,000 Fearless, working with Brother Kenny, and a number of other brothers and sisters who are dedicating their lives to do what needs to be done and be there for the community.
Can I come down there?
Yes, you can come. Anybody can come.
I want to get in a fitness program down there.
Anybody can come.
Okay, great.
There's a fitness program there where we're offering exercise. If you want personal training, there are weights there. If you want boxing and kickboxing, martial arts, that's there. All of this is designed to bring you into discipline. Soon coming is a boyhood to manhood training program for the young boys to bring them into manhood, to let them know before they fall victim to the world and begin wanting to smoke and drink and rob and shoot and kill and find themselves in prison at a young age and never ever have a chance to live a life. To bring them under discipline, to bring them under control, to bring them into a way of life that will let them know there's more to life than what their peers are doing, not going to school, not learning, not studying, not listening to their mother, not listening to their father, not listening to their teachers. No. They come in, they come under discipline, and they begin to be an example in their neighborhood, in their community. So we step in between the guns and the violence and the gangs and tell them, look, there's nothing wrong with being a gang, but you just got to be a righteous gang.
To be a good gang.
Good gang, not a gang to shoot each other and kill each other.
Right.
A team.
And that's the biggest, one of the biggest examples I ever heard that was a great example is when you're in the army and you're fighting a war, are you going to shoot your fellow soldier?
Not at all.
Why would you be shooting the person that's on the same team as you?
There's no logic. There's no logic.
No logic.
So Body Beautiful, ideally, the whole idea behind it is to take control of that which God has given you. We have to justify your existence. You have to justify being present on a planet. That means in order to do that, you have to be healthy. You can't be checking out of here at 40 and 50 when the old patriarchs lived 200, 300, 400, 800 years old. And here you getting ready, you know what? Oh, I think I'm going to probably die at 60. Why? Because you're not drinking water. You're not fasting. You're not eating right. Follow me? You're eating everything but what you should be eating, and you're going to have to get it under control, or you're going to be losing control. Lives are being cut short more and more.
Or it's going to control you.
It's going to control
and
you.
your health. Because if you don't have your health, you don't have anything.
Bottom line.
If you can't get out the bed, you can't function without your medicine. How are you supposed to take care of your family? How are you supposed to go to work? This is not a plaything. And people don't realize, that phrase is cliche. You are what you eat, but you are what you
It's
eat.
real talk. It's real talk.
You are what you eat.
And your real wealth is your health.
Ooh.
Ask anybody who got a lot of money, and they tell you know what? I give all this money up if I could have one day of no pain. I got all this money, but I can't enjoy it because I have abused my body. I'm wealthy with money green, but I'm unwealthy with the Spirit of God and the health of God because I have abused the gift that God has given me.
So, this was very good. Very inspirational, motivational
Give thanks.
information, because I
Praises to
do
Allah.
feel like it has to start with your mind. Back in the day, I was so unhealthy. I didn't eat right, I didn't exercise, overstressed, not getting enough rest. And I had to change my lifestyle or I wasn't going to make it.
You have to. And if you have a man who won't do it, you got to do it. And if he don't want to do it, move on.
And
if you have a woman who don't want to change her lifestyle and she won't do it, move on. Because you owe God.
That's right.
You don't owe that person, you owe God. And you're duty bound to be that example, to lead that example. And it's even more better. When I'm training a man, and I say, brother, are you married? Well, bring your wife. I'm training a woman, sister, are you married? Bring your husband. Do it together. That makes you stronger. That makes the unit stronger. Makes your family stronger. Make you feel better. And you supporting one another. You understand? Mm-hmm. But many times in the gym, you see all these women with rings on their finger. Mm-hmm. They're working out. Their man ain't there. I see the men, they want to know, how can I get this gut off of me?
Then you got a six-pack and they got a gut.
And they looking at me funny. Don't be looking at me. You want to know if she looking at me. You know she looking at me. But it's not my fault. You just got to get your stuff together, brother. And you ain't got to worry about nobody else looking where your woman looking where you don't want her to look. Discipline yourself, because just like you want her to look good, she wants you to look good. And the better you look, the better you feel, the better it is for everybody concerned.
Amen to that. I'm just going to tell you, I'm tired of seeing man boobs and big beer bellies. But I'm not going to get into it.
No, that's okay. I want to say this, though. Most importantly as well, for those of us who speak and preach the word, those of us who are in leadership capacity, you have to lead that by example as well, because trust me, your congregation is looking at you. And though they may not say it to you because they respect you, they're talking among themselves. If it wasn't for Security 911, fitness is at the top of the list when you talk about the stock exchange. Because fitness, you're talking about health, you're talking about taking care of yourself, you're talking about feeling better about yourself. Well, people get security and alarms and guns and everything else because they want to feel secure. Well, you want to feel secure even about your health when you know you're eating the right thing, exercising your body, cause your blood to be clean. So it is imperative. It is the responsible thing to do. Muslim, Christian, Baptist, Methodist, Jew, Greek, the freak, whatever you call yourself, you need to be taking care of yourself, because if you not, your congregation is looking at you, and the example of the body, Christ, be that. Don't talk that, walk that. Let them look at you and say, look at my minister.
Ooh, this was so great.
Excuse me.
Student minister life, got the preaching all up in here. Because listen, we're trying to save people's lives.
That's what it is.
This is a life or death situation.
It sure
believe it
is.
or not.
It sure
This
is.
is not a game. And
That's
actually,
right.
I want to shout out my station manager, Kaja Brown. He has turned into a vegan. He does not eat anything that you're not supposed to eat, I guess.
That's good.
Food, but he lost a whole bunch of pounds already. He said, I'm going to be living longer than you guys, and he's right. I'm just saying. But anywho, I want to thank you so much for coming to the studio and to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to have you come back, because, I mean, we could have kept going and going.
Oh, so much more, yes.
I'm going to have you
Thank
come
you for
back.
the time. Okay.
But can you let everybody know how to reach you and what you have going on in the community?
Sure. Like I said, this flyer right here, you can reach me at, this number is 213-471-5250. You can reach me at 4643 South 32nd Street, Phoenix, Arizona, 85040. You can reach me on my Facebook page under Student Minister, Khallil Muhammad. Friend me, talk to me, say something.
Shout out. Well,
And you can see what it
guys,
is.
thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Let's Talk Life with Leticia Latrice. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.